previous videos, I've discussed why Arcane Odyssey is dying, but I've never discussed what Vetex can do to fix the game in detail. So in this video, I present to you how Vetex can fix Arcane Odyssey. Before we get started, I want to give another shout out to Aimcell. This video is inspired by his video, and I use some of the reasons that he says makes Arcane Odyssey bad, and I rebuttal them in this video and give Vetex a way to fix the problem. So yeah, that's just a shout out to Aimcell. I might as well just steal his whole channel at this point, bro. I don't know, bro. The first reason that the game is boring is the story. Now before I start, I just want to mention that there's a thing on Roblox called premium payouts, where the developer of a game gets paid out for every premium member that plays the game. The more the premium members play the game, the more the developers get paid out. And obviously Vetex's goal from this game is to make money. That's every developer's goal. And the way that Vetex can get premium players to stay on the game, especially the newer players, is to make the story longer. There's a lot of gaps in the story that tell you level 93 required or level 75 required. And if you made these have story in the game, then people would feel more motivated to play the game, more motivated to level up. The first time I played the game and it told me to get to level 93, I almost ripped my hair out spending 8 hours grinding the ice smuggler quest because I didn't know what cargo was because I was so new to the game. So adding some sort of midi story or some sort of story in the middle to fill in these gaps would be really good for the game and really help the new players to guide them on how to play Arcane Odyssey. The younger players that start to play this game get really confused and end up playing a different game like Blox Fruits, which is simpler because the level up system is so hard for no reason. Why does a player have to get to level 93 before they can continue the story? Why not just make the story go until you get your awakening? I know most of the people watching this video already have a maxed out slot or already have maxed out a different slot, but basically what I'm saying is for the newer players to come play this game and enjoy the game, the story has to be more complete. There can't be a bunch of gaps that tell you level up on your own. Even games like Voxel Blade that are open MMORPGs that have no story in them, they tell you to level up and they give you a signal. They tell you how to level up. They don't just tell you level up and expect you to look up a YouTube tutorial. This brings me to my second point. We all know it's no secret that most people that play Roblox are under the age of 13. And Arcane Odyssey is one of those games that appeals to the people that are over 13. And this only works with some games, and for Arcane Odyssey it doesn't really seem to be working. The game has a loyal community, but it's a small community to say the least. 5,000 players is not going to be enough to keep up on Roblox nowadays, which is the biggest game online. So a way that Vetex can make more money and get more players to play the game is to find a way to optimize it for little kids. Now I know that does mean we all have to deal with the 10-year-old little annoying kids, but if that's what we have to do for Arcane Odyssey to survive, then I guess that's what we gotta do. As I also stated before, people would rather play a more simple game like Grand Peace Online or Blox Fruits or Project Mugetsu, a game where you do the same thing over and over again. And I know that's not Vetex's style of game, but when it comes to Roblox, you have to adapt to the style of the game, and you have to make it somewhat optimal for most people to be able to enjoy the game. With this small community, Vetex will make enough money, but as the community gets more and more bored, it's going to be really hard for Vetex to find new players to come to the game to make him more money. I really love this game and I don't want it to fail, so this is just some things that Vetex could do. Now this brings me to my third reason, which is the game optimization. Let me explain. Obviously the game has a lot of content, and now with Underwater Islands being added, the game is as laggy as ever. And people with low-end PCs, which is most people that play with this game, cannot really run the game without having bad experience issues. And I really think that Vetex has easily fixed this big problem in the game, which makes the game kind of unenjoyable for some players. Now I do have a pretty good PC which cost me over $2,000, but I shouldn't need a PC that costs over $2,000 to be able to enjoy my favorite Roblox game. I should be able to run it on a $300 or $400 laptop at most. If Vetex simply hires a game optimizer off of hidden devs or off of one of his connections, which I'm sure he has, he could really make the game way more fun and way more enjoyable for people, especially newer players that come to play the game. I know I keep bringing up this example, but if you look at games like Blox Fruits, they have so much content in the game and such great game optimization that you can't even tell any lag. Even if you play the game on your phone or your tablet, there's literally no lag in the game. Now I do believe that Vetex could also release this game on mobile to get it to a lot more players, as 70% of people on Roblox play on mobile, but that's a topic for a different time. That's the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.